Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look into the process of renewing your driver's license. So I've had my driver's license for 2 years now, which means it's time to renew. So if you do get a driver's license here, the initial one is good for 2 years. Once you renew the driver's license, I don't have to do this renewal process again for 5 years because your renewed license is good for 5 years. So here's what I'm trying to avoid, and we're going to find out if this works or not. So whenever I got my initial driver's license, because I had a license already for a car in the United States, all I had to do, I didn't have to take a test really. I had to go and watch some safety video, and then from there, all the paperwork involved. I found out through something online that there was a website that the government has where you can watch the video online instead of having to wait for a class at the Department of Land and Transport where you have to do all this stuff. So I went on that, I found the website, I'll put a link in the description, and I took the video. It's about an hour long. Now, don't think you could just turn it on and walk away from it, because that's initially what I thought I was going to do. Luckily, I looked back at the screen, it had a question I had to answer. It was probably 10 minutes into the video, and it said that you have 3 minutes to answer this question. So I rushed over there and I was like, oh great, I didn't watch that first 10 minutes. Well, I don't know if I got it right or not, but anyway, I clicked on what I thought was the answer, the only one that really made sense to me. Anyway, watch the rest of the video. There was 3 more questions. There was a total of 4. At the end, it gave me a screen to print off, so apparently all my questions must have been right. At least it didn't say I got anything wrong. Anyway, I printed that off. It says to bring that to the Department of Land Transport to show that I have watched that video. So I am hoping that that will work. Now, right now, my next stop is the doctor's office. Dr. Morgan is who I use here. We're going to go visit her in just a minute because we're going to have to get a medical certificate to say that I am fit to drive. And all they do is really take your blood pressure. Now, before, the first time I had it done, it was at this little tiny place. I really should go back there. It was like 30 baht to get it done. But today I'm going to go by the doctor's office because my doctor's very close to the land transport office. So we're heading there now. Some of the documents that I made sure I brought with me today was my residence certificate. I had to go get one of those done. It's good for 30 days. So I'm bringing that. I'm bringing my passport. I'm bringing copies of my passport just in case they need that. And like I said, now I'm going to go get this medical certificate. We should be good. So as you can see, because there's no beautiful blue sky, that we are still, unfortunately, in the smoky season. And it is hazy. It is still gray everywhere and depressing looking. It's been like this for quite some time, starting to get used to it. But look down there, nothing but gray. And if you look up, it's still kind of hazy, no blue sky. By the way, if you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. We'd love to add you to the Narrow Gate family. We bring you all kinds of videos and subjects from Thailand and specifically here in Chiang Mai. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We sure appreciate it. Join us on Patreon or look down below and you'll see a word that says thanks down below the video. Click on that. We sure would appreciate it. Okay, Dr. Morgan's office is somewhere here on the left. See if I can find it. It's early in the morning right now. It's probably 8:50, something like that. I think this is it. Yep, there's her office right there. Healthcare Medical Clinic. Okay, I've got my medical waiver. That took all of about 10 minutes, and most of that was just waiting on the person in front of me. All right, here is the Department of Land Transport, the fun place. Well, good news, everything works. So now I want to walk through everything that I did and tell you exactly how you would get through this process. Now, I'm going to give you the details for the one here in Chiang Mai, the main one right off of Hangdong Road. However, the process itself is pretty much going to be the same everywhere. Anyway, so what I did is I got these documents that you see on the screen right now. These are all of the documents that I needed to bring with me. Okay, so let's talk in detail about exactly what you need. First of all, you're going to need that medical waiver, which we just did, from a doctor's office, a clinic, anywhere. They're real easy to do. You don't even need to see the doctor. You can just see one of their employees there. They take your blood pressure, and really that's about it. So your blood pressure, they fill out a bunch of stuff. They're gonna need your address. They're gonna need to see your passport, or if you've already got a driver's license and you're just wanting to renew it, just show them your driver's license. That will work just fine. You're also going to need a residence certificate. Now, a residence certificate you can get on your own at immigration. They're gonna need to take your picture. You're gonna need to pay for that. Now, I've never gone in and done this myself at immigration. We go through a visa service, so I pay them to get this done for me. So anyway, just know you have to have a form called a residence certificate. You're also going to need to bring your passport. Now make copies of your passport, and there's particular pages that they want copies of, such as the main one with your face on it. They're going to need the one that's got your visa on there and when it expires, that kind of thing. So those are documents you're also going to need with you. And since we're talking about renewals, bring your old driver's license, because you will not get them back. They will take those and put a big staple to it, to your paperwork that you brought, and you will never see them again. And don't forget to bring money, cash. Bring that with you so you can pay the fee. Now I can tell you, whenever I got two licenses. I got my motorcycle renewed, and I had my car one renewed. You can renew up to 90 days before the expiration. So if you try to come anytime before 90 days, not gonna happen. By the way, also the airport is right here, and people are gonna fly right over our head. So yeah, the airport's like right here. So the fee for the two licenses was 760 baht together. So divide that in half, and that is what it is for just one license. Okay, here's the process whenever you get here. You're gonna walk through the front door. There's gonna be somebody there who will greet you to see why you are there. You can tell them in English, I'm here to renew my driver's license. You can show them your driver's license and show them that. They're gonna direct you upstairs. When you go upstairs, they have a little information place there that you need to go to first. So I walked up there and I told them that I was going to renew my license, and they said go to, I wish they would have just said it in Thai, it would have been easier. They said 7, but it ended up being go to station 27. So I went to station 27, and there was a sign in English that said, foreigners, leave your documents here. So I left my documents there and walked and sat down. Now I did think, was I supposed to say anything? How are they gonna know to get me? Do I need some sort of number? At this point, no. Just leave your documents there, sit down. I waited about 15 to 20 minutes, and eventually she called my name. So once you've dropped off that information and you're waiting that 20 minutes or whatever it may be on the day you're here, they will call you by name. So you go back up to the front, and she's gonna review everything, have you sign some things like copies of everything, so you do all that stuff. Then she's going to give you a number, and then you're going to sit back down again. So this time you're waiting to pay. So you're going to pay next before you receive your driver's license. So you're gonna wait, and then they're gonna call your number eventually. I only had to wait maybe 10 minutes for this. So you go up there and you're gonna pay. Like I said, it was 760 baht for 2 licenses. So once I paid for that, she told me to go around to the back area. Now this is where you're going to wait for the people taking your picture. Here comes another plane. Lots of people flying in today. They don't actually give you a number, and they don't call you by name. They just kind of wave you over. So just wait, and eventually somebody's gonna wave you over to one of the stations. You're gonna sit in front of the camera awkwardly for a few minutes, and then eventually they're going to tell you to take off your glasses, take off your hat, and look at the camera. Don't smile, and get your picture taken. Then you're going to go from the seat you're in front of the camera to another seat off to the side, and you're going to sit there and wait, and then they hand you your driver's license and send you on your merry way. So that is it from start to finish. I hope this information was helpful. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And until next time, Kap Kun Kap.